What did I know of him? I know exactly what he said. Dancing Shango and bringing me into an awareness and helping me to hold a certain level of integrity. It's to my elders that I look and has me standing here today. You know, never forgetting my mother. My mother's the chief behind me. And my integrity and so forth. But as I came into my spirituality, which she brought me into, then there was the elders that I was able to look and mold myself after. Right? And this is what happened. So imagine now being able to watch so many generations and this man that opened the way and still standing here. We have to give praise. Then I have my mother Allison here, another revered mother. Since I've come into the faith, when talking about good character and standing on truth and integrity, this is a woman that has never changed. She has never shifted. The person that you knew then is the person that you know now. The only, of course, age is thing because another person that this very Orisha would manifest on. And the vibrancy and the energy that is brought today, this is what brings me to life. This is what brings me to life. This work brings me to life. This work has me in ways where I won't sleep for days and still be going. This work has me being in a way where tiredness doesn't have any place. That's when your spirit is connected to the true source of the energy in which you have come from. You're able to work through and do all that is necessary. You're able to go through and grow through whatever it is that you're facing in life. We have to have an anchor and a foundation of that which keeps us alive from a spiritual standpoint. We were created to be spiritual beings in human form. In all of our culture, all of our spiritualities and our religions, it tells us that that's who we were created to be. So we have to continue to know how to feed our spirit, that we can rise and continue to be blessed. I have my mother Molly, another revered mother. I pray homage unto in this time, again, a woman that you could look to for positive example, Mother Gloria. Mother Gloria, you know, my mother-in-law. You understand that brought into this world the next best half of me. Right? And has always stood. Let's gotta give praise where praise is due. For all of the things that have come together to make a day like this possible. We don't understand how the shift of one thing can create a different dynamic. Right? They got movies out right now that tells you about multiverses. And you change one situation and then all of a sudden a different variation of the future is there. Right? But take this into consideration. It's thousands of ancestors that had to live, survive, and come through time in order for us to be here. The absence of just one means the absence of our existence in this very moment. Right? So we give praise to every blessing that Olodumare had ensured us to have, that we can have life in this day. We are here and we are standing on the shoulders of our elders. Mother Glenda, another mother that I had known since I've come into the faith. I give praise and honor to Olodumare for a woman of integrity to stand and continue to do the work. Right? And then I have representation with me now from Nigeria, our Baba Shango Sekim. Today our Shango priest, Ifa priest that is here with us today, bringing that energy of the Orisha Shango from Nigeria into our presence at this time. I want to pay homage unto you and thank you for your presence. Thank you for all that you have done. Thank you prayers. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your positive energy. Thank you for your sincerity in everything that you do. And to every elder that is here, and to every person that is here, I am grateful. And I stand giving Olodumare all praise for you all. Right? So again, God moves in that mysterious way. Right? Today we are standing on the shoulders of our elders. And we will continue to hold them up, that they can continue to hold us up. You know, I want to, you know, it was a wonderful thing when Baba Bakola, right, called me. And I happened to be in Nigeria at the very time. He said, do you know where I am? He said, in Nigeria. I said, wow, what are you doing in Nigeria? He said, they called me to give me chieftaincy in Ife by the Oni of Ife. I said, wow, I'm in Nigeria right now.
I'm calling him in Brooklyn, but he's in Nigeria with me. He can't remember everything, but you know what I mean by that. God works in mysterious ways.
Wonders to perform.
I'm calling him in Brooklyn, but he's on send me Nigeria. I said, what are you doing? He said, I'm in Nigeria. I shocked. Real shock. I don't want to go in and interfere with what he's saying because I'm learning. You never believe, you're never too old to learn. But I want to bring a son of mine who would talk and preach and say it, and I'm still learning. Without cutting you off, I just want to give him a little something. His name is Robert. Robert, I want to give a little thanks and praise to all who's here. Not a long one like you usually do. But to say thanks and praise, so you have a little rest. Isn't it?
Mofuri Bale, Olodumare. I touch my head to the earth in praise of the Almighty. Mofuri Bale, Orisha Onile. I touch my head to the earth in praise of the earth spirit. Mofuri Bale, Orisha, I touch my head to the earth in praise of all the Orisha. Look after us today. Protect us today. Do look after all your children for us today.
See how I mean? All came from right here, in this spot of ground. His brother. I'm so proud of both of them. I don't know which one to say is better than who. I love them both. All here.
We give praise.
Goodness.
We give praise. We give
Goodness of our ancestors in the name of Almighty God.
So it was a wonderful time when that actually transpired, you know. But it is an honor when we can have the opportunity to reach back to the land that we came from, right? And like I said before, the soil, once you touch there, then you understand the vibration that you get when you get there, right? And in this year, I just want to say it in front of everyone. Today we're going to be looking to start a process of something that is positive for our elders. So this year, me and my wife was just speaking about it, and we're going to ensure that Mother Allison can reach back to the land of the ancestors. We're going to work on doing that this year, so that she can get that energy, that virtue today of what she has lived for all of her life. The life that she lived, it is before I could have probably even been conceived or conceptualized to be conceived, right? She's been living this life to the point of being one that has helped us to be the people that we are, right? So it's going to be an honor to be able to help her to really connect with that which she has come from. Today we are here and we're just looking to have a wonderful time. Festival is about celebration. It's about the people coming together and as a community, as a family, as an egg baby, today to give praise and to be uplifted. Right? So we're here to have a wonderful time. I just want to give the time to be able to help everyone to really understand that in times like this, let us come together as one. Let us feel the energy. Let us understand why we are here. So we're going to go into the process. I'll come back today because I'll still have to give the information on Shango. But let's go in with a word of prayer to Olodumare and really open up the festival in its fullest form. Ashe? Ashe. Ibao Iba.
Ibashe.
Ibao Iba.
Ibashe.
Ibao Iba.
Ibashe.
Olodumare oba terere kiaye. Ibati yo ojo. Ibati wo orun. Iba ile ori afioko eri. Iba orumla. Helori be follow kun asoro dayo. Iba ori. Iba yeyemi. Iba baba mi. Iba oluwo. Iba iyao. Iba jubono. Give it our maternal lineage. Give it our paternal lineage. Give it our egbe. Give it our egun. Give it our isheshe. Iba rumale jokota. Iba rumale jokosi. Iba kaneni riwo rumale. Iba eshu. Iba ogun. Iba osoin. Iba erinle. Iba shongolo kuso. Iba watala. Iba sopana obaluaye. Iba yemoja. Iba olokun. Iba Oya, Iba Oshun, Iba Onile, Iba Ibeji, Iba Osun, Iba Aje, Iba Egbe, Iba Jagun, Iba Otun, Iba Eshuegbe, Iba Egungun, Iba Oje Kaluo, Iba Jegumane, Iba Koda, Iba Sheda, Iba Rabalo Tuife, Iba Wani Afin Joye, Iba Yamia Shuronga, Iba Bobo Rumale, Iba Wana Laseku, Olodumare, Olodumare, Olodumare. We, your children, come before you this time and this hour today, dear God. Thanking you once again for spirit life and for tender mercies. Thanking you for waking us up this morning and enabling us to see yet another day added onto our life. Olodumare, we give you all honor, we give you all praise and all glory that is due to your name. Today, because you today are the manifestation of the power that had created the earth, the heaven, and the universe at large. Today, you are the source of all things and the place that all life flows from today, dear God. Olodumare, our Ori, is a divine spark that emanated from you and abides within us today, dear God. And all benevolent forces of wisdom and light are all an extension of your characteristics that extend into the elements of this world and into the elements of our life. We give you all praise because from your mouth flows the word that had created all things today, dear God. Father God, from your mouth flows the word that we still tap into today to learn of the destiny of our life today. Today, from your mouth flows the word that is the truth that does not change. From your mouth flows the word that upholds this world today. From your mouth flows the word that is Ifa today, and we give you praise because you are truly the source and the essence of all things. You are the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. You are the author and finisher of our life, the director of our footsteps, the leader of our path. Olodumare, today you are the one who had known us before the foundation of the earth and paved the way to our ancestry that we could be here. And it is you that had kept us safe in our mother's womb, even unto the rocking of our cradle, and have directed our footsteps and kept us safe from sudden accident and death, that we could arrive at this very moment. We give you all praise today, Olodumare, and we come to you as humble servants, seeking you to drive all fears away. Today, our hope and our prayer today abide, and our faith abide within you today. Today, if our says, let no one give up hope on Edu, where there is hope, there is future. May no one give up hope on Edu. Today we will not give up hope and faith in you, Olodumare. Today that we can continue to live and become better and better. Today and the best version of ourselves today. Olodumare, today we give you all praise at this time today as we come together as a community, as we come together as an Egbe, as we come together as a family. We're asking you that you would look down upon us today and send down your blessing onto our lives at this time today. Today we ask that you would ride in and come in like a mighty rushing wind. Come in with your broom of salvation. Come in and severe the four corners and even the center of our heart today. Come in and search you around today, Olodumare. And anything that you find wrong, bid it hence depart. Today that our environment will be created. Today for upliftment and blessing. Today that our environment will bring about positive energy and vibration in the spirit and in the lives of each and every one that is here. Today that from your very presence and this very festival today we will generate a positive energy that will radiate our surrounding community. That even our neighbors today, known and unknown, will be blessed by all that we do. Olodumare, we thank you once again for this opportunity to come before you with life, to come before you with health and strength, to come before you today with our mind intact today, because these things were not promised unto us. But Olodumare, in this day that we are venerating the Orisha Shango, today may his energy truly surround us at this time. And may all that we do today bring about all ire and blessing for each and every one that is here today. For all those who have come out with a clean hand and a pure heart, today may their prayers be heard and answered today. For all those that will put their prayer to you in this very moment at this time, by the ebos and the rituals that we have given and done, today may their prayers be answered and may ire and blessing manifest within their lives today. Olodumare, I may not know the ins and the outs of everyone that is here, but today I call on your energy and your very essence at this time to be present with us today, that the work that we do within this temple at this time today will bless each and every one today that is looking for a blessing at this time. Olodumare, today hear our prayer at this time. Today and come and be present with us. May the energy of Shango surround us, support us, uplift us, vibrate in us and through us. Today to help the shift to come that we may need at this time today, to shift from the places that we may be that are unbeneficial to our life today. We are here today, once again, giving praise unto you first and foremost, as you are the source today. And you are the one today that will release the energy and the ashe that we need in our life at this time. Please do not forsake us, do not leave us at this time, but help us to draw closer and closer to the way and the way of our ancestors that will free our spirit and uplift our soul and bring us into positive manifestation of good things within this marketplace. Olodumare, hear my prayer at this time today. As I call you at this time, may those who are here and those who could not be here receive the blessings that we bring. And today may Shango's blessing and ire and energy touch them all. With this today, Olodumare, today I come humbly and I say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe.
Yeah, ma. Ayeye baba wa kaya kaya kuma belo ka de la Orisha.
Yeah, ma. Yeah, baba wa kaya kaya kuma belo ka de la Orisha.
Yeah, ma. Ayeye baba wa kaya kaya kuma belo ka de la Orisha.
Yeah, ma.
before I even start saying anything much. Nana Korea, it is a pleasure to have you. Baba, Bakule, Chief Bakule. As we would call him, the Rabba of Harlem. We are pleased to have you in our midst. You know, I want the proper energy, but I don't want to go too far. All right? So we open up with a shoe to open up the way. We open up, we go to Ogun to clear the way, but today is not about any other Orisha really but Shango. So, you know, I don't want the energy to go too far and get it, you know, because we could go all night, as we all know, right? So we give praise today, again, welcoming each and every one that is here. It is a wonderful privilege to have you in our midst. I am grateful for you all being here today, coming to help to make this festival a success. Today, why do we keep festival? We keep festival for celebration. Why do we keep festival? We keep festival so that we can know exactly why. Well, let me just say, people may keep festivals for different reasons, right? A lot of it is celebration for many who have reached a point or another stepping stone, another year of being initiated to Orisha, and they are in a place of celebration. And this is one of the things that we keep festivals for, but festivals like these, we keep them for the community, and we keep them to bring awareness, right? We have a faith where we are blessed with a pantheon of many divinity that Olodumare had sent to support our lives. But today, if we don't know how that support is supposed to come and how they're supposed to support our lives, then there's not really benefit, right? I mean, we do the things and they will operate profoundly in our life. But we should know how to go to them and when to go to them in order to have the best effect within our lives, right? Because what Ogun will do for us, Shango won't be able to do. And what Oshun will do for us, Yemoja may not do, right? There are reasons and timings for this, right? So we come to bring awareness to the energy that is Shango, you know, and as we all know, Shango is one of the most revered Orisha. And one of the most powerful Orisha. But here, you know, why is that the case? And many will bring it into many different terminologies that mean something to them. Here's why it means something to me, and I'm going to share what Shango means to me. He is the Orisha, right? People, you see, in the faith, people get caught up with the energy and the essence that they represent as Shango. We say the Lord of thunder, lightning, justice. But Shango, the Shango that we always speak about and we always venerate, Obakoso, was a man just like us that lived, the third Olufin of Oyo, Baba. But what did he do? He lived life in a certain way to help us to understand certain things. Now, as we know that no man is perfect, so everyone will have their ups and their downs and their situations that they will go through in life. But Shango was the Orisha that lived life confidently. Lived life with a sense of purpose and passion behind what he was doing. He lived life and raised to a certain elevation, to the point where he was deified and became Orisha. Now, you see, what we have to get is the significance of the Orisha, and that significance, what that significance means to us, and the message that it's trying to give to us. Because Shango showed us that as man, we can live an extraordinary life. They say that he, in his eyes, you would see fire. And when we evaluate this, we understand that you see fire in people's eyes when they are passionate about things. It's called the fire of passion. So it lets you know that Shango was one of those Orishas that was passionate about what he had set out to do. When we see him in manifestation, we say he's the Orisha that only speaks once, because the passion that he comes with, he's coming to do what is necessary to be done to bring about the blessing that he's looking to bring. He moved with passion. He's letting us know that as we human beings in our frame, we must learn how to live with a passion for life, a purpose and a passion. And what we know about that is, it is when we lock on to who we were destined to be that passion arrives. You know, some of us that sometimes we're caught in a job and we're like, oh, I can't stand this job. But we know that that's the job that pays the bills. But we could feel this passion towards something else. And for some, maybe they bring up the courage to say, you know what? I'm walking away from this. I'm going and do what I love, what I'm passionate about. That passion brings about our length of life, because it is connected to the purpose that we came into this marketplace to serve. When we can lock onto that passion, life becomes easy to live no matter what tribulation we go through. No matter what up or down. Shango let us know that we need to live with passion. They say that his palate was like a flame of fire, like a pilot just waiting to be ignited or to ignite something. You see, once the passion locks in, then his voice it was like if he was spitting fire, because he became passionate behind everything. You know, a lot of people, when I get passionate about things, they say, why do you talk so loud? Why does your voice go up so high? It is the passion that you talk with that brings that about. You understand? And this is what it was. It was his passion and that passion that fueled his voice. That when he spoke with a certain level of authority that meant that, listen, this is what I mean, and this is what I said, this is what I mean, this is what I'm going to do. Shango lived with that passion. And when things weren't going right, he would get angry. And as it would say, thunder and lightning would ensue. And all that came from his passion. Shango was one today that let us know that we have to live strategically. You know, sometimes we want to run into battle. And we want to run in, and we have no idea what is the strategy behind how we're going to win. The stories between Shango and Oya was that Oya would run into battle before he could even get there and win the battle. And that was fine. But Shango, if you give enough time, he'll strategically, the one that strikes his enemies with a stone. Do you know the focus the strategy that you have to bring about to do said things? You see, force without focus is nothing, or it's destructive. You see, Oya comes in and she'll clear the way, but there'll be a lot of destruction with it. Yeah, it'll be the end of the cycle, and sometimes it needs to be that, but now we got to rebuild. Shango is one that will create and be able to do said things and win said battles, but from a strategic standpoint. He let us know that we have to think before we operate. We have to plan before we execute. We have to move in a way that can create the least amount of collateral damage, if so to speak, if that is possible. So why do we keep festivals? We keep festivals so we know exactly why we're calling on the Orisha. We have to know the qualities that we need to absorb from the Orisha. Today, Ifa tells us that all of the Orisha are an extension of Oludumare's characteristics that extend into the elements of the world and then into the elements of our life. There are values and precepts of all that we can gain from. Everyone speaks about Ogun, the great warrior. Ogun, when he goes to war, sometimes he kills those that he loves too in his rage. But you see, that's not the greatest point of Ogun. Ogun is the master of creativity, the master of hard work. Work around the clock until the job is done. Everybody forgets that part of him. He is the one that had caused technology and the world to move forward. So there are those things that we have to learn and we have to absorb. But today in our faith, we learn on a multi-sided dynamic. Because we learn how to be, and then we learn how to be through understanding how not to be. So this is why we are here. We have festival so that we can bring the awareness that when we are calling on Shango, why we are calling on Shango. You see, because this is what it takes now to help us to thrive as a people and rise as a people. This is what it takes, because how can we rise as a people? We individually have to rise. We individually have to transform. We individually have to become the best version of ourselves. And then when we can do that, then we can become the best version of ourselves as a people. This is why we have festival. We have festival that we can come together, that we can lean on one another, that we can learn from one another, that we can build one another, that we can support one another. This is why we have festival. And I'm happy, I'm grateful, I'm thankful. And I stand in true humility for each and every one of you being here today. Baba, I would be amiss if I didn't have you say a word or a word of prayer on behalf of the community.
Everyone, good afternoon. Ibaro Tumari, Ibaro, Ibai Sumole, Humole, the Abba Mole, Pukoni Legi, Puku Tekun Harinisan, as we give praise to always to the northeast, west, and south, and the center point ever bound and strong. Right? Because I also am a Baptist background, so I have a sense of what we need to always do. But we also have the conviction and the eyes of Shango. Everything that he was talking about is very, very factual and true. When we talk about an irumole and we talk about imole, some which came from heaven and some which were made here on earth. Each and every one of us have the opportunity to invest our good character, to build ourselves in a place, in a way that at some point that we can be remembered. Imagine Shango was once here and lived, and now he still lives, right? Because he lives within inside of us. And so that eyes that we see, that he has the eyes of fire, You saw eyes of fire and a tongue of fire. The Okoya, Oya, who was the husband of Oya. He gave and got his privilege by having that connection with the power of the woman. In the Odu of Osa, Ogunda, it says that Oya went before him, but not only that, when Shango was losing the battle, that she would decorate him and cover him so that he'd be able to escape. And so herein lies the power of knowing what a woman has for us in our lives. As king, he would have his wife would save his life many times so that he would be able to come victorious. The role and position that women play in our lives, as we are so close to Mother's Day tomorrow. To realize that, although we are celebrating Shango, we're also celebrating the power of the mothers and the power of motherhood as well as wifehood. The commitment that those things that take as we celebrate in the Odu of Obey Torah says, when a woman wasn't paying attention to his woman, what happened to his life? What happened to his life? He lost his way, his character, and he had to go to the ancestors to have him to come back. But it's that woman. They say that when he wanted to know what was the secret of the world, and he went into the woods and he revealed off his clothes, the woman said that it was woman. As the Yamis came down and says, the secret of life, you can look to how your life is going, male and female, to the women that you have in your life. This is support. So the world as we know it exists, but it does not exist without us knowing the purpose that as men we can have privilege to serve with fire, vigor, and vitality, strength. But what is it that is the support? That's what we need in our lives. We have our support. And that support, without that support, the whole world falls. So we honor you, mothers. Mother Gloria, we honor you all. We honor each one of you one by one. As we know that if it had not been for woman and womankind, where would we be? Because who among us have not been born of a mother? None of us. Aberegeja Ajuba, Ajuba, na Aberegeja Adifa Kun or Shunubuji. We go down on a bended knee. And we go on a bended knee for mother and for motherkind. And it's for Shango's support that he is the divine diplomat. Diplomatically, strategically, and with that word that Baba is using, passion. It's called passion followed by purpose. And you infuse those together. What a wonderful combination you have. What can stop you when Orisha is behind you? Nothing. So it is with that we give praise to Kawo, Kabiesi, Olu Koso, Olu Pata Agbaye, that we give praise to that energy who saves us. That who allows us to manifest good things, better things, and best things. And so I pray those things for you all today, that you will take a hold from this festival, good things, better things, and best things.
Thank you so much. As we are preparing now to call on the energy of Shango, but once again, I have somebody that came in, but blessed with so many things, but the height was a little challenging, so I didn't see him at first, I didn't see him at first. I haven't seen him in a while. My brother. It's so good to see you. I'm welcoming you here. I'm so happy to see you. Listen, and here, okay, I'll give you a moment. I'll give you a moment because we gonna chop it up. Yeah, address the congregation. Come on.
Thank you, everyone.
You were one of the keys behind one of the first community services that was happening in Brooklyn amongst our people, huh?
Yeah.
On this spot,
Yes.
huh? All right.
Cowboy, everyone. It's really nice to wow. Greetings, everyone, and I had a couple of homos that celebrated Shango Festival, couple of like last week. So when I found out that Baba was having Shango Festival, I have to be here. So and I wanted to surprise you, so that's why I didn't tell you. So I'm really, really honored to be here and just soak up the Shango energy and just really just be in service and be in community and pray that Shango will bless every person here. That, the fire, that we need, each of us need in our lives in order to be better, do what we need to do. Those of us who are procrastinating, that Shango will give us the energy that we need.
I share.
Complete our tasks and our projects. So thank you for just welcoming me, and I'm just so glad to be here.
Baba, I'm glad to have you. Again, I stand in a place of gratitude. I stand in a true place of gratitude that you all have taken the time out your day to be here, to help to celebrate. You see, this is needful right now, right? I also want to take the time to thank Nana Kodia and Nana Afua and your shrine for being here today. If nothing else that needs to come out of when we have festivals, it's unity. Yes. If nothing else that needs to come out of when we have festivals, it's unity. For us, the people of color, there's no place at this time for division. There is no place. I say that Olodumare is called by many names, but of one true essence. We may have different, let's just take from Isheshe, we have different lineages that have sprouted out. Our ancestors did the need and the necessity and all that they needed to do in order to keep our faith alive. For those who landed in Cuba, for those who landed in Puerto Rico, for those who landed in Trinidad and the West Indies, they did what was necessary to keep this alive. For those who landed here within this country, they did what was necessary to keep this alive, that we could know it today. We stand on the shoulders of our elders and our ancestors. And if we do not figure out how to bring ourselves together, then we will never surmount the mountains of things that we face as a people. And now we go from the spirituality into us as a people. We were created to be spiritual beings. Our salvation from the things that we face lies within our within spirituality. But if we are separated, then there is no way that we can do that. Huh? There is no place for it, right? As my son has been doing some research about the songs of the Trinidad people, we see the stories that they told through preparing to call for the Orisha, the stories that they told of how they want to go back to where they came from, the process that they went through to get the Orisha to come in. I'm going to let him share some of that in a little while as we're preparing for the very energy of Shango to enter. But everything is significant to the people and the things that they have been through. There's no time to look and to condemn anything. There's no time to look and say, oh, well, because condemnation basically says that I'm better than you. Right? You're doing it wrong, I'm doing it right, there's a problem. Right? There's no place for that right now. We learn how to serve Olodumare the way that we know. And in all the differences that we may have, if we come together on one topic and decide to pray, and go to our various homes of the rituals that we do on that very one topic, there is no topic that will not shift. There is no topic or no situations that will not shift. There's no right and no wrong, and we don't give elekes and this and that, and there's no place for these things. Who gives what they give? They give. Do we serve Olodumare? Do we serve the Orisha? What the Orisha gives me to do today, he won't give you. The circumstances of your life is different from the circumstances of mine. Huh? We can all be Shango children. But what you have to give today won't be what I'll have to give today. So then how can we look at anyone? Do you know the circumstances of people's lives? Do you know the circumstances of what their ancestors went through? There's no place for this stuff. There's only place now for unity, for love. It is what we need to cause our people to rise. It is what we need to get over the dynamics that we are going through. Right? So I'm happy to see you all, and I'm grateful and I'm humbled by your presence. You're the traveling Babylao.
I'm here.
So you're never around. Everything is happening. You're all over the world documenting. But as Olodumare has blessed us at this moment in time to have this festival while you are in town and you are here, I am grateful. And Baba, I know as the Araba Harlem, you are busy man. So I'm honored to have you here. Nana, today as you have known me before I could ever have been anything close to this. And your energy and your love has always been support through all things. So I'm so grateful to have you in our midst as well. And I pray that the true energy of Shango, we know of the warrior, we know of the person with fire and so, but he was a person of the people and he intended to take care of his people, and I pray that Shango will take care of each and every one. And all that we are going through at this time. So I'm gonna let my youngest son, Agunwa Eshuwumi, come and give some. You see, because he's always been the musician, right? He's the one that has come up with that. I mean, my son after him too beats the drum and so forth, but he came up with so many before him. All right, the son before him. All right, thank you for the correction. He came out the womb beating drums and so forth too. But the passion that this young man has for the music and so forth was different, and it drove him to start to do research on songs and the things that he taught me thus far concerning the songs that we sing, the reasoning for it and so forth, with sitting with elders from Nigeria and going through different things, and it's remarkable to know, but it's the story that our people told. They would go through and utilize song to tell a story that drew in the Orisha for the support. Huh? So I'm gonna let him come and give us a little, and we have a time in because we have our biggest festival, what we call a feast, the Feast of the Orishas, which is usually a week-long ceremony. And we start off with a desire, a very big desire for Ogun to come in and clear the way, and then we end with a very big desire for Shango to come in and cap off the feast, right? And the story, they would tell a story to draw Shango in. I'm going to let him tell you a little bit about that story. Ashe?
First of all, I want to pay homage to Olodumare, the true God. You know, we're known by many names, but of one essence. Giving respect and, paying homage to good afternoon, everybody. Sorry, putting on a spotlight. So I have this very strong desire to do these things because, get the songs from our lineage, which is from Trinidad, Orisha, and kind of get the proper meanings, because with the proper meanings, then we know what we're doing. With the proper meanings, then we know who we're calling, what we're calling them for, and certain things. When we sing for Shango, most of his songs, as you know, he has a lot of songs. Most of his songs our stories. And some of the stories is him going into battle. Some of the stories is even him being birthed. Some of the stories is him giving blessings to the people. So there's a song called Alado Yeye, Alado Yeye, Obalufe Shango Wole. That means Oba. So Alado Yeye, Alado is a name for Shango, another name of him, meaning the one who owns Ado, which is the gourd that has the medicine. That also tells about a relationship that he has with a specific Orisha. And when we sing that, Alado Yeye means he lives, he lives. Obalufe was supposed to be, or is supposed to be his father, which is the person that founded Oyo, and Shango was the third king. So when he was being birthed or being brought into the world, Alado Yeye, Obalufe, Shango Wole. Alado, he lives. Obalufe, Shango has entered in the world. So a lot of those songs, and a lot of those songs are mainly songs of rejoicing and calling that energy, like Obakuso, Alado, Kabiesi, Wayole. Now it means Obakuso, which is another name for Shango, King of Koso. Alado, Kabiesi, which would mean Your Majesty, which when we go to that Orisha, that's who we, Kabiesi Okawo, that's what we're doing to make sure his energy is with us. So, and then Wayole means come and stay. So when we call on that energy, we will ask that he will come and stay. Actually, when he comes and he stays, he grants the proper blessings for our people. He was the third king of Oyo, and he overthrew his brother, but because the people wanted him to be in that. Like they knew that the type of king that he was supposed to be, they knew the type of king that he was going to be. And when he was the king, he gave them the type of blessings of wealth, prosperity, and peace for certain times. So when we call on him, we ask that he will grant us wealth, prosperity, and peace in our lives
We went a long time with just singing and just going through the repetition of what we know was handed down to us. But it's the knowledge of what was that will bring us to the place where we need to go. It is the knowledge of what was that would help us to have the understanding of how we can be empowered by what we're doing. So by understanding, it's not that I wouldn't understand it. You make preparation and so forth. But this particular time in the feast, when they start to go through this line of singing, at a certain point you just feel the energy just descend and fill the place. And it's the story that is causing a reality to happen. This is why Ifa is so powerful. Is because we understand the story, then we understand how that story relates to us, and then how we can change the dynamics of our life. Through story, right? So it's a powerful, powerful thing. So we're getting ready at this time now to truly hold on the energy of Shango. We have our Baba Shango Sekin that is going to come in to bring that energy in for us and blessing. So what we're going to need to do is just clear the center here just a little bit, and I'm going to have our shanties of the temple start the process of the singing that would normally bring in this Orisha into our presence today to bring blessing. Okay? Okay. When you're ready, you go ahead.
Yeah. Ojo pewe ikoko Korea